Inequality refers to the unequal distribution of goods, resources and rights, and can have a profound impact on all dimensions of sustainable development, especially poverty, hindering poverty reduction efforts and growth. It can be measured in terms of opportunities or outcomes between people who have a shared identity, such as gender, ethnicity, religion, or geographical location, and be manifested in incomes, social goods, environmental resources, or decision-making. The EU has produced a guide to help make its development cooperation more effective in addressing inequalities. It comprises 3 volumes. Volume 1 on the concepts. Volume 2 includes a set of 18 policy briefs for the design of policies. Volume 3 outlines the guiding principles and tools to mainstream inequality across all operations. The focus is on economic inequality, which is the difference between people in terms of income, money received, consumption, goods and services purchased, wealth, the sum of assets. These concepts are explained in Volume 1 on the theoretical background and trends. Total income equality is neither possible nor desirable. The objective is to have less income inequality, with a focus on extreme disparities, as called for by the 2030 Agenda. There are diverse factors that determine income inequality, including trade, taxation and transfers, migration, demography, education and health, functioning of institutions, democracy and social cohesion, gender policies, economic development and shocks, the labour market, natural resources and infrastructure. Volume 2 of the guide presents 18 policy briefs to guide the design of different policies linked to these issues. The EU believes that development cooperation must be more responsive to the challenge of reducing inequalities and addressing its causes. The guide demonstrates how EU cooperation can better address the drivers of inequality by investing in education, widening access to land and finance, addressing gender inequalities, increasing digitalization, promoting decent work, targeting investments for the bottom 40%, maximizing the employment potential of investment and trade, supporting resource mobilization and progressive fiscal policies, providing universal social protection and health coverage, fighting climate change, protecting the most vulnerable. Volume 3 presents a set of guiding principles and recommendations and is packed full of useful tools to help EU staff and partners mainstream inequality across all operations. By using an inequality lens, we can be challenged to think differently about the opportunities and outcomes of our cooperation. 4 core principles are recommended. They are: apply the beneficiary approach through participation and consultation, promote accountability and transparency, redistribution and the targeting of the bottom 40%, address spatial inequalities and inequalities between groups. Volume 3 proposes options on how to address difficult challenges, as inequality can be contentious. Structural causes of inequality can go beyond the policy sphere. Quantifying evidence on inequalities requires data, which can be costly and difficult to ascertain. We demonstrate in a practical way how to ensure analysis on how budgets and resources benefit different locations or groups, support national statistical capacities, promote dialogue amongst all stakeholders. This EU Inequalities Guide calls for a shift in our approach to make development cooperation more responsive to this fundamental development challenge. This is needed now more than ever and will help achieve sustainable development that truly leaves no one behind. Use, apply and share this guide and lead the change for a more equal world.